Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Frogg Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. And today we've got a game between macthunder and frogg on Ascension to Aiur, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. His name is macthunder. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player, frogg. Alright, so going to be frogg versus macthunder here. Thanks again to Logan, my screener, for going through every single Into the Void replay sent to me this week. Got a lot of them. A lot of them were good. These ones were the best ones chosen. Oh, if you want to submit your replay to Into the Void, make sure it's a bronze or a silver league level game, and send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void, and I'll get my screeners to take a look. That's how we do. So, a lot of things to discuss here. That's the idea. We need to learn how to play the game of StarCraft and also be entertained by some of the choices made by these lower level players. That's the game, but so far it kind of seems like these guys have a generally good idea of what they're doing. I mean, it was a gas first from macthunder, and then he went barracks, which is a little bit odd, and he is fully saturating it. Okay, that's good news. And meanwhile, frogg went for a gateway into an assimilator, and now he's going to expand. So, and also a pylon up front. I guess you want to put a pylon somewhere, might as well put it out up front. Get your wall started here against this Terran player. Seems okay. Now he's going to expand once he has the 400 minerals required to expand. 8, 9, 4, bam. I mean, 400 is what that 4, what you're like, 8, 9, 4. What kind of counter are you, Falcon? It's a good question. I'm not great at counting. Not great at the maths. macthunder throwing down a tech lab on this barracks, which means we're not going to see a very quick Reaper at all out of the Terran player, which is okay. I mean, Reaper, I like it for scouting. You can get some probe kills if you're good, but at this level of StarCraft, there are some things I'd rather you work on, right? Besides incredible Reaper play, it's just not going to be that great. Marauder first out of macthunder. Okay, so pro tip. You're going to want Marines first. You just are. Getting Combat Shield as well. Combat Shield, pro tip, only gives Marines additional shielding, well, plus 10 life. It's kind of a misnomer. It's not exactly a shield. It just gives them more HP. Whereas I feel like a shield would decrease damage done, and maybe, in a way, it kind of does. If you increase your health pool, it's kind of like the damage coming in is doing less than it otherwise would be before it kills you. I don't know. Kind of a philosophical question. Anyway, if you're getting Combat Shield, get Marines. If you're getting a lot of Marauders, get Concussive Shells, because that actually allows their attacks to slow down their opponents. You can catch them and murder them. Walling up front here is the frogg. Does he think he has Photon Overcharge? That seems like a problem if he thinks that he does, but walling off with gateways, getting a shield battery here too. Shield battery can heal up pretty much anything being attacked, so can be handy. But continuing, oh, never mind. So 2 Marauders, now making 2 Marines out of the reactor barracks. So he knows he needs Marines and Marauders, which is great. Now, here's the thing. You need to scout. As the Terran player, I understand you're afraid. You're one base in it. You're getting a lot of units. Because you don't have units, you're going to die. This is good. This is all basically fantastic stuff. But you should scout. Because if you can see that frogg has his expansion already done, you're free to expand. Look at what frogg has. Frogg has Unadept. Unadept at the 3.5 minute mark. He can't kill you with Unadept. It's not possible. Not at all. And he's going for a third here too. Oh boy, macthunder. Macthunder, come on. You can do this thing, and by scouting, by expanding, I mean I think he's scouting. So that's weird, frogg. Why are you doing that? No questions. No questions, no answer. Getting stim, getting concussive shells, queuing it up, but I talk about this a lot. Queuing stuff up is bad because it takes up your money, but if it's just one thing, fine. I will let it slide and Into the Void. Ooh, Dark Shrine. Where is that? Dark Shrine coming up here for frogg here. So he could be a DT rush. Oh, no. Oh, Terran player, be prepared for a Dark Templar rush. Oh, here it is. Sneaky pylon. And then he's going to put a gateway up here, and he's going to warp in the Dark Templar. Unless, does he have a robo? There's a robo. Okay, so maybe this is going to be an Archon drop. That probably seems like a little bit better. You see it mostly against Zerg. I wonder if he doesn't know what race his opponent is. Again, nobody's scouted at all. So it's possible that frogg thinks he's playing a Zerg here, which would be hilarious. Another reason that you scout is that you know what race your opponent is. Now, you're going to pay attention to the loading screen. I mean, I'm not going to I'm not going to tell you to not pay attention to the loading screen, but perhaps if they were random, you would want to do some scouting that way, right? Right. All right, so there's that gateway, as I talked about. The reason there's gateway here is because this pylon can warp in units, but if it's not touching a gateway or a nexus, it's a 16-second warp in as opposed to a 2-second warp in, so you get a major, major benefit. So you watch how slow this is. 16-second warp ins are the worst. I'm just letting you experience this. And there they are! Wow, that's why you make a gateway. Oh, an attack coming from macthunder while DTs are sneaking in the other way. This is crazy. Go nuts. Lift up your wall. Lift up your... He lifted up his wall. All right, so now the question is, does he recognize what's happening with the DTs? Oh, DTs don't know what's happening. They're trying to A-move up into the main base, but they can't because there's a wall there, so they come to this section and say, this is what you wanted, right? No, no. All right, here they go. Reaction time. How is it? But there's nothing defending back home here for Frogg. He's in a lot of trouble. There's tanks. There's Marines. There's Marauders. Scan. There's the scan. And one of the DTs who's going to die. And he does save the day. Wow. Repair and repairing, too. Excellent. Oh, but DT's at the front defending. But no, scan. Oh, he saved up enough money for 2 scans. That is a good reason. A good reason to maybe not spend all of your money all the time. Or all of your energy all the time. Keep those scans handy. Holy smokes. Frogg is going to lose his natural base. Is he just going to lose this game? This is bad. Going to lose his cybernetics core. His natural base is going to die. Now, he can afford to do this because, again, his opponent is on 1 base as well. And 1 base versus 1 base is fine. Tank. Oh, boy. Tank splash damage really bad against these probes. Oop. Hurting his own friends, too. That's what the splash damage is. But it's down to 25 to 23 Harvesters. Macthunder's taking the lead. His natural base is going to die. Archon attack at the front. Oh, we can attack through the wall. But not far enough, I don't think. Dude, Marines, Marauders, help against this guy. And they do. And Archon decides to retreat on home. This game is crazy. I love it. An Immortal comes down. Marines. Oh, and they're slowing it too. Oh, Immortal, no. Mortal dead. Dark Templar saving the day. 5 DTs are enough to clear this out, even if they're being detected. That's just so much damage. All right. Oh, and there's the belated scan. Just a belated scan. Don't mind us. Okay. Wow. So it's a bit of a reset here. macthunder has expanded way, way down south at like a 4th base location. A bit of a ninja expand, if you will. Frogg is showing no inclination to scout there at all, but he kept his natural base. That's a big deal. That is a big deal for Frogg, keeping that natural alive. Raven, macthunder saying, all right, Dark Templar have been wrecking me. I got to have some kind of permanent detection. And he will. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about him making that Raven, continuing to make Marines. Both players spending their money pretty well. macthunder sitting on 100, 200. Well, actually under 100 now. Frogg sitting on 900, 100. Spending those minerals can be difficult. As Protoss, you're just very gas intensive, especially with these DTs. I mean, these guys are what? 125 gas each on those Dark Templar. They're cool though. You notice they have different models. They're not all the same model of Dark DT. Right? Like this guy has a scythe and that guy has a scythe, but that guy has a knife, like a side blade thing. And that guy, yep. I guess there's only 2. There are only 2 models. Either way, they decided it's time to move on out. So they're going to move on out. And holding the front here is Raven and Marines and Marauders. Oh, DTs, you're in for a bad time. Real bad time, guys. That hurt. Ugh. I mean, yeah, he wasn't attack moving, but even if he was attack moving, I think he was just dead. No saving it. I like that shield. That combat shield is great. Graphically, it only shows up after combat shields is done. That's pretty neat. Ninja expand up north here is Frogg. He's got a 3rd Nexus way up north, right next to where he has his proxy gateway, which is kind of interesting. Getting Cloak is macthunder. Cloak for Banshee? Yes. That's exactly what he's doing. All right. These decisions seem okay. Cloak, Banshee, decent response. Frogg's army consists of an Archon, 5 Dark Templar, and an Immortal. Whereas macthunder is sitting on 11 Marines, a Raven, 5 Marauders, 2 tanks, and 3 Liberators. He should be able to crush this, is what I'm saying, but he's playing defensively because he's afraid. Now, this is a lesson that is hard to learn in StarCraft 2, but if you just wiped out 7 DTs that were trying to come into your base. That was the majority of your opponent's army. That is a lot of stuff. Counterattack. Just a move. Set up some Liberator Defender mode circles if you want to, but I feel like you got it. I really feel like macthunder might be able to pull this thing off. All right, what are the Liberators? He's still working on Liberator production. Do you think Cloaking Field affects Liberators? That might be a tiny bit of a problem here today. So Frogg's third is up. His natural is very, very happy. Got Adepts. Do they have the Resonating Glaives upgrade? They, in fact, do have that. Archon hanging out. No upgrades as far as armor or attack, but do have the special upgrades visible there in the top left-hand corner. Okay, we are making Banshee. All right, that is time for the Banshee. 2-port Banshee here with Cloak. Part of this composition that macthunder is choosing to do. I like it. Oh, but Frogg taking a 4th base at his 3rd base location. I know it's confusing. I know it is. And Frogg is getting a fleet beacon. Could see some carriers here. Very possible. Does Liberators decide to move out by themselves? You guys stay home and defend. We'll go murder some stuff with all of the Liberators in the entire universe. And you know what? This might work out. As far as, well, no, he is warping in some Stalkers. Very slowly, again, mind you. This Pylon's field is not touching this Nexus, unfortunately. So that hurts, but he'll probably survive. He'll probably survive. So secret base not detected here, and secret base not detected up here either. Fleet beacon builds fairly quickly. That is not a long build time. How many Stargates do you have? 3? All right. There's the scan. He sees the fleet beacon. If he knows what he's dealing with. Oh, mothership. Okay, man, he's really devoted to this cloak concept today, isn't he? I feel that's what Frogg is going for. All right, so sneaking in with these Liberators. This is problematic. This is really problematic for these probes. Get them. Get them, Liberators. No. Don't. Okay, one at a time. We're being very patient. Oh, but now they ran away. Now they ran away. And here comes the entire army to deal with this. All right, well, Liberator's going to kind of set up anyway, but that's bad. That is not fantastic. You're getting some shots off, and mostly just dying. The Voiders especially are a big-time problem for you there. And how? So suddenly it's 134 to 92 total supply. Frogg has a pretty good lead on everything. 65 probes to 38 SCVs here at the 12-minute mark. Really got to keep making these SCVs. He is. He's working on it. He's working on it. He's not fully saturating anything, though. Well, he's oversaturated in his main, but that's because he's getting mined out. So more Banshees here. Dude, you just saw those Void Rays. You just saw those Void Rays. Marines are good. Keep making those. Maybe get some upgrades, too. Oh, he is. He's getting +1 armor. Good. Or infantry weapons, rather. That's very good. +1 air weapons from Frogg. Is he transitioning into more of a Sky Toss kind of a thing? He is. He's making carriers. Carriers in production, ladies and gentlemen. You can chrono boost them. There we go. Actually, chrono boosting out armor upgrade for the air. All right. I guess we let the carriers take their sweet time. Oh, no. There it is. There's the chrono boost. It's 86 seconds per carrier. That's so long. It is, in fact, so very, very long. Boom, boom. macthunder is supply blocked. He doesn't notice it as a problem. You always be making supply depots and pylons, you guys. Just always be doing it. Don't forget. Don't forget. Zerg can kind of get away with it because they can just make 10 overlords at a time instantly, but harder for you guys to pull that one off. I guess Protoss can do it if they want. All right, so it's carriers and expanding here for Frogg. He is going, in fact, for a 5th base. Yes, going for a 5th base here at this 14-minute mark. And it's time for macthunder to go. Come on, man. The longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be for you. I like the Banshees. I do like the Banshees. But once again, you saw your opponent had Void Rays. He now has more Void Rays, which are really good because they can attack air stuff. They can attack Banshees, and Banshees cannot attack them. Not even the smallest or teeniest or tiniest of bits. No. I like the motherships out here, too. Always good to see motherships. Really fun design. Why do you think it's spinning? You think it's spinning to provide gravity for the people inside? I mean, no, right? No. Oh, did you guys... I talked about this, wow, like a month ago now, but the early version of the mothership was insane. It had this black hole ability where it was kind of like Vortex, except the units that went in there never came out and they just died. It was so good. Also had some really crazy ground attacks where just kind of purification beamed everything to death on the ground. I mean, Mothership Core rushes would have definitely be a thing if that version of the Mothership Core is still around. So here comes Frogg. 184 supply at 15 minutes into this game. We've got Thors, we've got tanks, we have Marines, Widow Mines, Banshees, all the types of units you could ever want. But carriers a problem. I think for most of this, the only good stuff against the carriers is, I guess, a full page of Marines with +1 attack and stim and combat shield. But I feel better if there were more somehow, some way. All right, this battle's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good one. Here we go, Frogg. Well, he's checking for... Oh, he's going to check for a third base and not see one and say, oh, all right. He's never going to check this one down here. He will not even think about it. Hey, dude, think about checking that. No? No. All right. 3 more carriers just about to finish here for Frogg. He might be waiting for them to join the party while 2 more are already traversing the map. Traversing the map. But here it is. Setting up, taking some tank splash, going for it anyway, though. Wow, what a ridiculous attack. Carriers trying to do what they can. A lot of interceptors getting blown out of the sky here. Void Rays taking down what they can here. Banshees winning the ground battle, but the air stuff. The air stuff is your problem today. Thor trying to get rid of these dudes. Time Warp being thrown down, I suppose. Number of interceptors lost so far, 42. Missile turret's a bit of a problem as well. 167 and 90 total supply. This army is just sitting here raining down destruction upon macthunder's stuff. His ground units are toast, but it doesn't really matter. Natural base for macthunder is going to die. As he's making Vikings. Macthunder's trying to make Vikings, but that's it. The rage quit out of macthunder, and Frogg is victorious here at 17 minutes and 2 seconds. What a ridiculous little PVT. That was fun. That was fun. The DT stuff was really interesting, and then into the cloaked sky toss as well. I mean, that's just an interesting way to go here, Frogg. Great job. Great job indeed. All right. So 11,000 resources lost for macthunder and 8,000 lost for Frogg. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion when push comes to shove? And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.